Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Zal here, and we are back again with some more Monster Hunter Wilds gameplay footage, it would appear. This is from the Tokyo Game Show, and this is not recent. I think it was released like 5 days ago, so I'm a little bit late to the party. There are reasons for that. I think I am like a lot of you in the fact that now that we've seen everything from the kind of, I guess you could call it E3. It's not E3 anymore, but you know, the game show we had previously where Monster Hunter and obviously Capcom came to that and gave us some pretty good, although it was basic by day 3. We kind of got a bit bored by how much was coming, but when we got the new trailer for Monster Hunter Wild showing the Scarlet Forest and that incredible spider monster, and then they showed us everything in regards to kind of the first zone, but not everything. I'm sure there's some surprises there, along with the Apex and other bits and pieces. You know, there was a lot of good things to see. And I was kind of hoping to now go radio silent on Monster Hunter Wilds, or at least not see anything from Monster Hunter Wilds for quite some time, not until closer to the release date of the game, or possibly when a demo comes out for us. However, as you guys will probably know, when you are constantly clicking on Monster Hunter videos around YouTube and following some certain YouTubers, it's very difficult to avoid spoilers, especially when the titles are very spoilery. Now, this title and the thumbnail for this will not have any spoilers in it, as I'm sure you've seen. Some of you may not have clicked on this video because you don't want spoilers, but hey, I feel like it's already been, you know, I've already had the spoilers hit me just by browsing YouTube, so we might as well react to it, do you know what I mean? And besides, it's the way that I see it is, if Capcom are happily giving out this information, there's still a lot of game left out there, right? There's a lot of stuff we haven't seen, so we're still only just scraping the surface. But this is 32 minutes of content. Apparently they recorded it, or the stream was in HDR, so it's a little bit grayed out apparently. But hey, that is what it is, right? Like, we can't actually do anything with that. So the game will look a lot better than it looks now. It's just they streamed it in a different format. I put subtitles on to auto translate to English because it's obviously in Japanese. The subtitles aren't going to be perfect, guys, I'm gonna be honest, especially auto generated ones. It's going to get messy in here, but hey, let's sit back, let's relax, let's watch what this new gameplay demo has in store for us. I think we all know what's in it. I won't say anything, and obviously if you want to watch this video you can do, but yes, let's get straight into it.
これは今回の、ベースキャンプ、調査の拠点になるベースキャンプです。物資を補給するところがあったりだとか、食材を回収できるところがあったり、加工してくれるジェマがいたり。
I do like the look of the base camp. This is in the first zone, if I'm not mistaken. This, I do like it. I like how it just attaches to the world. You can just go straight out and explore. Like, that's insane. I imagine there's like no loading screens bar going to new zones. Which might also be the reason why the minimum requirements for this game that have been advertised are scaring a lot of people. We've seen a lot of this map. I think we recognize all of those monsters, right? I'm pretty sure. Oh, is that the new bird? It is. It's the new bird one. What is this? I will never see the name. I will never know the name. It's all in Japanese. Wow. Wow, look at the detail on like the scales coming off of it. That's a really cool design. I have never seen scales in that type of look before. I know I say it every time we watch Monster Hunter Wilds, but my goodness, the HUD, like in the top left, the information is so simplistic but so beautiful. The health bar, the stamina bar.
夜明けです。
何か変なことが起こったらすいません。
I think is he using a charge blade or a switch? No, that's a sharpness. Of course it is. Holy shit, that looks great.
はい。
ケマトリスはですね、腐肉食というか、モンスターの死体を、
Chematris, is that what it's called?
食べるような食性を持ってまして、自分であんまり狩りをしない特性を持ってます。
Possibly.
でそれに対して
It's also translated, so I wouldn't take it for gospel. Like I said, they did stream this footage, so there's bound to be it's bound to look like shit. But we can kind of get what's going on. Those little monsters look insane. I'd like to see an actual giant one of those. The fact they cling on as well, insane.
小型でも群れになれば
That is cool.
それなりに強くなっていくと。
I imagine the health pool of the monsters is going to be insane as well, like a lot more than we're used to in Rise and World, just because there is so much exposure to the environment that you can use to deal damage.
火の森なんですけれども、マップを通してのファストトラベルでももちろん移動できるんですが、この砂原からシームレスに移動することも可能です。
It is very fluid, isn't it? Like, it looks good. I'm so excited to play it. Like, I think we're not almost done with Monster Hunter Rise, because we've obviously got Sunbreak to get through, but we're to a point in Monster Hunter Rise where I think the base game's starting to come to an end, possibly.
そっち向いてなくても全部自由で取ってくれます。オートで取ってくれますんで。
画面に捉えてなくてもこの状態で丸を押すと取ってくれますので、
ちょっとした便利機能ですけど。
セクレトのオートの移動と合わせると
I can see how they're releasing it in February. Like, I know that came to a surprise, especially to me and to a lot of people. Some people were like, no, it makes sense because the game looks so polished, and I actually agree with that now. They have really done a good job at polishing the game and make it look as good as it possibly can be. Like, you could release this game now, I think. I imagine they're just working on little bits and pieces, maybe when they get feedback from streams like this, and they're just making last-minute changes. Will we see a delay? I don't know. I don't think so. Because all of their, there she is. She looks a lot smaller to what I'm used to. Maybe that one we saw in the trailer was just a giant example. But yeah, what was I saying? Their sort of roadmap for the game has to follow a certain time frame, right? So I doubt they'll want to delay. And also, Capcom just aren't like other developers. Like, this is going to be a really good, polished, nice game to play. I can't wait. The first Monster Hunter game where I'll have no idea what I'm actually getting into, bar what we've already seen footage-wise. As you'll remember, when we played Monster Hunter Worlds, we reacted... Fuck me, they're just How many are there? That is cool that there's more than one. We've never seen that before. Is that one though? It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's so weird seeing multiple of the same monster on one map, and within close proximity to each other. I get that you have a herd mechanic, but I thought that would be for a couple of the starter monsters. I didn't think everything was just readily available. That's so cool, but also really organic, right? Like that. Normally in biomes like this, you're not just going to have one animal running around. You're going to have a few, so it's cool. It's cool. It'll be interesting to see how they pace it, if that makes sense. Like, maybe you'll see a load of one monster, and then it'll be another monster's turn. Or will you see all of them all at once? Do you know what I mean?
1回食らっても大丈夫です。ですけど、複数食らうと
I do love that one. Like, that spider is nightmare fuel, but it is great. The sounds of it as well. The quest just starting as well, yep, all seamless. I love it. It looks great. It moves so freakily as well. It's not like a fluid movement, it's very robotic, like you would imagine an arachnid or like a drone type insect to be like. Oh, there was Tigrex on the minimap then, but no, it's just a... I assume it's an aggro skull from the from the spider.
でピンを差し直せばセクレトでオートでそちらに
I know it has a really cool name. I can't remember the name right now, unfortunately.
セクレット便利ですね。
But we are seeing the Scarlet Forest for the first time, and if I'm not mistaken, did we just like... Did he just seamlessly walk into the Scarlet Forest?
でドシャグマ
Or is it part of... Did I miss
や
that?
やり合うか。
Hold on. Wait. How the fuck did we get here? Was there just no loading screen at all?
けどこうやってセクレットに乗ってまあ移動してる
Ooh, wait.
の砂原
Fast travelling through the map.
移動することも可能です
Also possible to move seamlessly from the sand. This is a very detailed story, but I...
移動してると思うんですけど、まあところどころで採取できるようなやつが左のところに出てくると思います。
Wow, wait, so you're just kind of transitioning
スリンガーを構えていただいて
almost through like a little gap, like we've seen in the Elder's Recess. Not that that has a transition, but do you know, like in the starting area, you had that sort of cavern bit? It's almost like that kind of transition, but into a whole new area. Holy shit! So they're all attached to each other. I'd like to see how that works if we get a snowy biome. I mean, it's possible. We've seen that from the Guiding Lands, where it had every biome possible all within one, but I don't know if they're trying to make this as realistic as possible biome-wise. I'm not sure. That is insane. Holy shit. Okay, I'm very impressed. I am very, very impressed.
結構生き抜いているって感じがしますよね。
はい。
いいね。
まあ生態系の一員なので、まあこういう争いが、まあ、ハンターがいないところでも発見したりしています。今起こったので腹部が広がりましたね。そうですね。ちょっと起こった状態でも、モンスターを連れていくことっていうのができますので、誘導することができますので、これでよいしょ。
Oh, that map detail though.
ここまで行きますかね。はい。
It is so cool, isn't it?
はい。ちょっとついてってみたい。
行きましょう行きましょう。
あ、怒ってない。怒り終わった。
Not angry, I'm done being angry. Sorry. Why are you angry, sir?
まずいことになりましたね。
今まではね、いい感じに流れ。
Having like 2 or 3 of these attacking you at once would be horrifying.
ちょっと怒らせましょう
I
か。
wonder how big they can get as well.
怒らせましょう。
Like, we just fought an Anjanath in Monster Hunter Rise, and it was probably the biggest Anjanath I've ever fought. Like, it actually couldn't hit me because of how big it was.
2種類目の武器っていうのを、おやばい、危ない、危
Ooh.
ない、
やばいやばい。
危ないが、もう、
優しされた。
Man, I am obsessed with the way that it moves.
よし。
ちなみにこの
Like, it moves so fluidly, but also not, if that makes sense. It moves exactly how a drone should move.
やばい。
How an insect or an arachnid or like an ant would move, right? Just very robotic. There's method to it. They've got the movement so right. Like precise, agile, robotic, but it's cool. It's so cool.
怒らせたいんですけど、なかなか怒らないですね。
The way she spins as well is great.
ちょっと待ってください。
I wonder if you can actually come across like families of these. Do you know what I mean? Like a
まだ時間
a male and a female one, and then like maybe like little babies.
ちなみに今傷が
That would really pull on the heartstrings if you had to go and just take out the entire fucking family to commit genocide of monster. That'd be
構
diabolical.
えが変わって照準が出てると思います。そうするとこの傷が赤く光って、この状態で
Have you guys decided what your 2 weapons are going to be when you main Monster Hunter Wilds? Because I haven't.
合っている。
I am going more towards Charge Blade and something else. I did say Insect Glaive and Hunting Horn to begin with,
今の操作は何も
but I feel like I should go Charge Blade like we did in Monster Hunter Worlds.
弱点攻撃は危なくない
And
です
then I'm not sure for the second one just yet. Maybe Charge Blade and then an Insect Blade just for that agility.
はい、R1 ボタン
But I'm not sure.
武器
Or a heavy hitter. Like, no, because the Charge Blade is kind of a heavy hitter. Especially with when you get that entire combo
直
off.
接巣を最後お見せしますね。
そうですね。せっかくなんでちょっと。
体系を
行きましょ
But I'm maining Greatsword in Monster Hunter Rise at the moment, so I'm going to need to practice the
う。じゃあ
Charge Blade,
聞きたかったところですけど。
especially before coming back to Wilds.
どんなところに住んでるん
I
でしょ
think a lot of you guys have pre-ordered it as well, right?
どんなお家なんでしょう
I
ね。
haven't pre-ordered it
う。
yet,
自宅訪問ですね
but you bet your ass we're going to get it on like day
先
one.
に帰ってるん
no
です
matter
か
what.
帰ってないか
帰ってないかな。
帰ってない
まあもちろん雲型の
So are we... Oh, this is its lair. Shit.
ですけど。まあ
It's beautiful, is it
色
not?
もこの火の
Is there
森の
another one in here?
赤い
That'd be really cool if there were like
水の成分を使って
2 or
いるの
3 that
で
just came from the ceiling.
まあこういった数自体も赤く、特徴的な色をしてます。
ステージですね、これもうね。
I wonder if that one we saw right at the beginning was actually the same one he's fighting now and it just moved quite quickly, like
まあ
transitioned.
落とす針の色だったり、まあ基本的にはこの火の森で生息しているのでああいう色になってる感じです。
はい。ちなみにこれも初出す情報
The
ですけ
collecting
ど
of items is so seamless as well. The fact you can do it from
骨の
range
素
is
材
a
を取れば骨塚
lifesaver.
はまあ固有の場所にもあったりするんです
And
が
like automatically as well. I don't know if you can do that in Monster Hunter Rise with the silk bug. Kind of have to aim it and then press it, but
ですので肉食モンスターが運び込むような場所にはたくさん骨塚が発生したりしますので、その辺もちょっとご注目ください。一旦後背景の方の
そうですね。
はい。
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 おう
これが先ほどじゃない森の方のベース
where are we now?
になります。はい。
Oh, this is like the hub for Scarlet Forest. That's cool. So they do look similar.
でいくと各地にこうやってベースキャンプが
That is really interesting. So rather than having a little camp, you actually have a living, breathing camp with people and them all doing activities and giving out missions in the area, rather than just being on your lonesome. Like we've seen, you can create temporary camps, what seems to be anywhere as long as you're safe, which again is cool.
川の流れがかなり強い、まあ水分量がすごく上がっている状態になります。
だからさっき見せたとこと同じ場所。
Once again, the colors you're seeing on screen are not true, because they streamed it in HDR, but I don't think they set the parameters for it to look good in HDR, if that makes sense.
まあ各フィールド異常気象が発生したときに頂点捕食者が出現するんですが、
Oh, there's the new one.
あ
うずつなです。
はい、お見せしますよ。
It is huge,
うず
isn't
つなで
it?
す。はい。
It does remind me of Ibushi, or even like slightly of Namiel, just with the like the almost like the membrane. That is massive. But it's cool we're getting big looking monsters, right? Like, yeah, we had, what was it, Amatsu in
質感がいい。
Rise? Is it
プ
Amatsu?
レイヤーはどう狙っていけばいいんですか。
But to have these giant behemoths which make the hunter look small,
ちょっと困ります。
that is Monster Hunter.
陸側だとその行動は防ぐことができますので、あいつバゼリアいいです。
Like, I'd love to see a King Kong sized Rajang. Although that would be nightmare fuel. But still, I think it would be fucking cool.
あ、そうか。麻痺の属性がついてる。
そうです。
This thing really uses its size as well. I love
こ
that.
の濁流やばいっすね。
かなりね。
Is it creating like waves in the water? That's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, there is a lot of detail and a lot of processing with Monster Hunter Wilds, which again takes me back to like the system requirements. I can see why they are high. Like, I'd like to think I won't need to upgrade my rig before it comes out. We're running a pretty high graphics card at the moment, although it's not a 4000 series, so I don't know. And I imagine a 5000 series is going to be bloody expensive when it comes out and be taken all up by AI and scalpers and God knows what, so... It's the Lord, so it's not powerful. What was that? Subtitle.
もうちょっと見せます。あ、今北上化しましたね。
北上化した。
あ、なんか景色
This, I cannot see how this game will not get Game of the Year.
終わりましたね。
まあこのように
Like, don't get me wrong, I feel like I don't know what massive games are coming out in 2025. I don't know. I don't think From Software have announced anything. Obviously, we'll probably get another Call of Duty, but they never win Game of the Year because they're just so prevalent each year. We haven't got any God of Wars, I don't think.
見てないことにしといてくださいね。驚いてくださいね。驚いてください
言えば言う
ね。
ほど気まずくなる。
We won't have. I can't see anything that's coming out next year that's going to be Game of the Year, bar this. And I'm not being funny. If this releases in February and still wins Game of the Year, insane. But I then wonder if they're in for the running for 2026 Game of the Year when they release like the DLC for this, kind of like Sunbreak and Iceborne. Does that still count? Do you know what I mean? Look at this movement, it's so cool.
ほっといて。
はい
この辺は食虫植物
はいはい。
がたくさん生えているような
とこですね
場。所になります。
Oh my.
食べられてる。
おお、食べた。
Oh, that's so cool.
厳しだでございます。
You've got giant carnivorous plants. I am a bitch for carnivorous plants. Holy fuck. I love Venus flytraps.
どこに向かってんだろう。
Fun fact, it actually took me way longer. In fact, I only found out about 2 or 3 years ago that giant man-eating Venus flytraps did not exist. They were completely made up and a myth. I thought they were actually in the Amazon rainforest, so shows how stupid I was. That was a very sad day actually. That kind of ruined the entire day for me, realizing that they didn't actually exist.
できましたね。
行きましょう。お、
There it is.
出てきましたよ。
出てる。
は
Wow, is this honey? This is an insane looking zone. Holy shit, bro, the detail on this game is amazing. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. Kongalala.
い。人ではないか。
Kongalala? I'm pretty sure it's Kongalala. Or Kongala. Kongala?
桜。
Kongala?
そうやって。
じゃあ目を覚ましていただきましょう。はい、目覚まして。
はい、パパコンガです。
はい、わ
ママコンガだ。
And I think by now we all knew he was in this video because unfortunately it is the one thing that every content creator and thumbnail are pushing, that he is in there. So it was kind of spoiled. It was spoiled for me without me having the choice. But you know, I won't look for things. I won't look for information. So I don't want to see like, oh, we've hacked the Monster Hunter World files. Here's a full list of the monsters in game. Why would you want to see that? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think the fact some prevalent YouTubers put Kongalala in the thumbnail and in the title is it does suck. It does suck. We all knew Kong was going to be in the game. Let's be honest, especially if you watch the dual blade weapon trailer. It was kind of heavily hinted already. So again, I think Capcom was just showing us. Oh, he's using a charge blade. I didn't even realize. I should pay attention to this. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a charge blade in Monster Hunter Wilds, but
はい。これもちょっともう一つ連れて行きましょうかね。
はいはい。
はいはい。
よしよしよし。
what was I saying? But yeah, I think if Capcom are allowing you to see these gameplay demos and allowing you to see these certain monsters, there's a reason for it. They kind of want you to see it. I still have no doubt that there are hundreds of monsters coming back, like returning monsters that are going to be a surprise and things that we have not seen before. We're yet to see what a Rathalos looks like, bar what was in the trailer. This is so cool.
出ましたね。
So cool.
めちゃめちゃ刺して毒にしてくれました。で嫌がって攻撃してます。
あいつがやったじゃないのにな。
もう一つぐらいね。
It is a disgusting monster, isn't it? The fact it just shits on you time and time again. That has a massive set of bollocks, unless that's its stomach. I feel like it's its
減
stomach.
らしましたかね。
Aren't they all female?
これが
そ
No, they're male, right? Because they're more colourful?
おう違う違う黒だけまだ食べ
I can't remember.
悪臭ですか今。
He looks great, by the way. He looks fucking terrific.
はい。
I've never fought at one of these, so
食べ
食べて
てる？
そう
that'll be new.
食べてますね食べると
お
なんか。
Is that meant to be like on that tree there? Is that meant to be like old honeycomb or an old bee's nest? I guess it might have been, bearing in mind there was that huge hive. This is where they used to be, but the Kongalas ate them all, so now they're by the other part where we found the sleeping one.
やってきますので非常に危険なんですが同時にキャンセル食事をキャンセルすることができると、まあ、トリュフのかけらみたいなものを
Mushroom
入
trifle.
手することができて食材として食べることができたりもします
わ
はいっていうのをお見せして、次は
あれ見せますよね
I assume this is a temporary camp, is
ま
it?
だもう少し
もう少し
あります
Yeah.
大盤振る舞いですね。
バンブル前
ちなみにマップ
はい
はい。
全容はこれぐらいです、火の森と比べても全く遜色火の森
This is looking great.
砂原と比べても遜色ない
I am so excited. Like, this is just looking absolutely
で
insane.
今回こうキャンプ、いろんなところに自分で置いていきながらでこういうところで
That's a great armor set and great looking charge blade as well. I think that's all from the spider. It is from the spider.
構う
はい。
The palico gear as well looks pretty cool.
だいぶ長いの引きましたねこれは
Look at my knife.
構えるんです。
構
えれます
Just a whole story unfolding in a fucking tent? What?
大丈夫
大丈夫。
Ah, that's
イチャ
cute.
イチャできます。
See, it's just little things like that. Like, it all screams game of the year to
ああいう
me.
ものなので、イチャイチャするだけです。本当に。
ああいうもの
ああいうもの。何かステータスアップがあるとかそういう、
あそうですね
はい、ものでもなく、イチャイチャするだけ。
What are we about to see here?
あこれはまさか
たくさんいます、
They've said
Right.
underwater combat isn't happening, people. So
あと補助機の中に
I doubt we'll
さらに
see what I think we're about to see.
朝方と夕方になると
But interesting that there are monsters on the other side of this barricade.
その状態だと非常に釣りやすくなります
Or is it... Oh, they're just normal fish. Jesus
何を
Christ.
釣りますか
何釣りましょうかねよいしょ今回
We might have to fish in this game. We haven't done previously. We might have to properly fish in
ルア
this.
ー投げて巻き方ですね
Like, this looks good.
3種類あって
早く
I kinda hope you can collect and decorate your own house like Monster Hunter Worlds.
3種類があるんですが
Monster Hunter Worlds. Monster Hunter World. That was fun. That was cool. Who doesn't like decorating your own fucking in-game house?
見てくれてないな
Yeah, grab that big fucker. I want to see him come out.
チームにす
You
ご
gonna
い
get him?
釣り好きがいまして、
He's aiming for him.
その、まあ、徳田さんも
I feel like you have to use certain
もうその人たち
baits.
が
There's no way
こ
that's
れを
coming out.
作ってる
リアルな感じになってるわけですね
これ
大
大
型の魚がかかった時は、
はい
まあ、ちょっとしたミニゲームになってまして、魚が泳いでる方向に竿を倒してあげる、まあ、ジャンプした時はそこに合わせてあげることで
Don't lose it. I want to see it come
糸
out.
を守っていくで魚が
Please don't
かかっ
lose
た
it.
時に一気に巻いていく
Don't lose it.
おお重た
ことをしていくことで
Please, I beg. I mean, that line would have been fucked from snags by now, but still, get it. Bring it in.
いける
Bring it in.
来るんじゃない
大きい
もうダメだ
まだか
もうちょい
Why do I feel like they're going to break it on purpose so you can't see it come out?
やってる方は本当に楽し
It's
い
down to you as the player. No, no, go on. Go on. Yes. Come on, that's... Fucking size of the... Jesus Christ.
でかいのをゲットです。
もう手に持てないサイズ
Where do you
ま
even
で
put it?
魚の大きさ大きくなりました
はい。
Nice transition.
今までもいた種類になりますけど
Nice way to make it
この
disappear.
地特有の魚、釣れる対象点たくさん用意してますのでそちらにもちょっとご期待いただければと思います
はい。
はいでちょっと最後に
はい
God, this looks cool.
はい
はい。
This looks so cool. Is there anything else much that we're seeing here? There is. I should continue watching, really. It's only got 5 minutes left.
はい。
モリバーの
Time is at half 4 already.
ね、ここが先ほどちょっと 話しかけたこの、火の森の獣人族のモリバーたちですね。はい。
Mobas of the beast god tribe in the forest. Okay.
住み着いて、まあ自分たちで森から拾ってきたものを、まあ身にまとったり食べていったりっていう感じで生活してるやつらですね。なので天井が
They're like
彼らの
scavengers.
サイズ感なんで異常に低いんですけど
Very tribal by the looks of it. They look cool.
こういう
They
と
look
ころで
very
住んでる
cool.
はい。
まあ、仲良くなるとクナファ村とかと同じくですけど持ち物の交換ができるようになったりとか
Exchange their belongings
その
and other
施設機能として
facilities.
も使えるようにもなっ
Ooh.
たりもしていきます。
はい。
なるほど。
I wonder if it's like a living ecosystem where you see these communities like trading with one another, and maybe you have to protect them every now and then, and you know, maybe you might see them walking about and then they suddenly get ambushed by something, and it's up to you to either get involved or not. Like, that's
そう
quite
です
cool.
ね。特に北条記とかだと、水が流れた後の下流の方で流されたものをこうゴミ漁りみたいのしてたりとか、それをこういらんアイテムポイってしてくれるんで、それをこうプレイヤーが入手して。
I believe there's going to be a snow biome somewhere.
ここ夜な夜なね。
What that's going to look like and what monster's going to be a part of it, I don't know. I really want to see Gammoth. I would cry if I saw Gammoth, but I feel like without Gammoth, if you have Gammoth, you have to have Tigrex, so you're not going to get one without the other. But I didn't bring Gammoth to World, and Tigrex was, but that was more down to the...
フィジカルな誘導やな。はい。
I think Gammoth in a herd mechanic in like a... They look like tusks to me, do they not? Bloody big tusk for a Gammoth, but hey, maybe. They're bones. They're bones. I know they're bones. Don't worry.
ちょっとってどれくらい
もうでも火
Of
が
what
出て
though?
きてるんで
じゃあ、
あ、ほらもさもさ出てきて
Something big?
なんか藤原さん
Damato?
が話してくれると
ちょっと
Zora
小
Magnus?
話もらいます。
ほらほらもさもさ
あ
出てきて
よかったよかった
Something bigger?
うわこういうこんなに集まってくるんだ。
はい。
かわいいね。
なんかもさもさし始めます。
It's so cool. They all like move around and do different things. This is such an upgrade from World, man.
夜になる準備は。
By the way, if you haven't played Monster Hunter World, but you've played Rise, I highly recommend you play Monster Hunter World,
そうなんですよね。
especially before Wilds.
一転してこういう星空が広がって気持ちいいですね。
Music's great.
流れ星多分すると思います。
Stars look beautiful. They probably look better in person because, again, stream quality. But
来ねえな。
見えないなまだ。
what are you looking for?
うんしないですね。
Is there going to be like a shooting star or something?
割とするんでぜひ星空にも注目してくださ
They're
い。
going to call
は
it.
い。まだ
キャンプファイヤ
始まるかな。
ーもうちょっとかな。
準備中？
準備中ですね。で、キャンプファイヤー出てるときは、
はい。
いわゆるこの、よろず焼きみたいなワールド時のよろず焼きのような機能で、いろんなものを渡して焼き物をしてくれる、機能とかも開放されますし、縁も竹縄になるとこういろんなアイテムをくれたりとかも、しだしますので、
There's the fire. Okay.
はい。
はい、ぜひこの場所覚えていっていただければと思います。モリバーと交流できます。
Interact with the Moriba.
ぜひ。
はい
They're either MOBA or
こんな
Moriba.
感じですかね。
はい。
He keeps looking at the sky, so there's got to be something happening.
Hi.
Never mind. Nothing's happening. Is that it?
こちらはですね、本当に先日公開させてもらったやつです。
This is just a trailer we've already seen, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Alright, guys, well, that is the TGS 2024 stream of Monster Hunter Wilds. Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed. What can I say? I'm extremely impressed, especially by the world building. Like, all the little details of, like, how seamlessly it's going from the lair of the spider monster, I can't remember its name, I know it has an amazing name, but I can't remember it, to where they found that sleeping Kongala with all the honeycomb around it. Like, it just looks so good. And the fact that that may hint that we get a lot more honey harvested, which is great for mega potions. The game looks great, the fishing looks good, the communities look good, the living world looks good. I didn't realize there was that seamless travel, so from going from that starter zone, which we assume is a starter zone, but from that starter zone to the Scarlet Forest within, you know, walking distance is insane. It's going to be interesting to see how other locations and other biomes are made, especially, as I say, if there's a snowy biome, if there's almost like a Rotten Vale biome. We know there's a Coral Highlands-y biome, but I think that's more incorporated within the first biome we've seen with all the sand and the desert, along with the apex. But it's looking like, as I say, and I will not stop saying it, Game of the Year material. I, for one, am very excited to play it. I hope you guys are too. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Let me know if there's anything I've missed. Let me know your thoughts on the gameplay demo. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.